everyone, welcome to this week's recap of Top Chef.
Last week, Jeff was sent home, and now this week we're left with the top 6.
Alright, Quickfire Challenge. Guess who's there as the guest judge?
Eric Ripert.
Probably, favorite guest judge.
He is my
ever.
favorite guest judge. He's a cutie. So, this Quickfire is about precision and speed.
And it's a 3-round fish fillet tournament.
Oh, I love these technical challenge ones.
Me too.
So, first round, you've got 5 minutes to butterfly and clean 2, get ready for this, sardines. They're like this big.
Yeah.
He made an example on your dish, and then you have to match his example with your 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not an easy thing to do because sardines are really tiny.
Yeah,
One
and they
slip
were
of
all
the knife.
freaking out.
Yeah.
So the best for that round, Leah and Fabio, and the worst were Jamie and Carla, so they had to sit down.
Yeah. So the second round, you got 5 minutes to fillet an Artic Char. Bigger fish, but not any easier, I don't think. Leah was the worst along with Fabio, so they had to sit out. So it really came down to Stefan versus Hosea. Stefan. So I don't think they had 5 minutes for round 3. I think it was longer.
They had more. They were given an eel.
Yeah.
Which they had to take the skin off of and then fillet.
It was still moving though, because those eels are tough old geezers. I guess they still have that
central nervous system. Yeah.
Yeah, But Stefan won because he knew that you were supposed to friggin' nail it down, slice it around, and strip it. And Hosea was a little copycat.
Oh, I see Stefan did that, so I think I'll try it.
Why didn't I think of that? Because you didn't know. That's what Stefan does.
Well, Stefan won, but he didn't get any immunity.
But he got an advantage in the elimination.
Yes.
So it's lunch for the chefs at Le Bernardin, which is Eric Ripert's fish restaurant.
So they went to the private dining room.
And were served 6 dishes. 6 dishes? 6 chefs.
Yeah, we caught on.
Yeah.
So the different dishes were sourdough encrusted red snapper.
By the way, they all look delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Baked mahi with a miso sauce.
Baked lobster with asparagus.
Oil poached escolar.
Za'atar spiced monkfish.
I never heard of za'atar, so sautéed black bass, which by the way was Jamie's least favorite. She didn't like any of them. She's like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
But the black bass was the least favorite. That's really rude.
And then they brought out the knife block.
But Stefan, since he had the advantage, got to choose which dish he wanted to recreate.
Everyone else
Lord.
had to draw knives.
Yeah, so you got it. The challenge is recreating one of Eric Ripert's dishes for him to taste.
Yep.
So, yeah, like we said, Stefan got the lobster.
Mm-hmm.
Carla got the escolar. Hosea got the monkfish. Leah got the mahi. Fabio the red snapper, which leaves little Jamie
with her favorite,
the black bass.
All right. So they were given time to just mess around. I think it was 2 hours.
Yeah.
To figure out what the recipe was and everything. And then they had the opportunity for Eric Ripert to taste their dish.
He was the Tom Colicchio of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave his advice, oh, this is good, this needs to change, whatever. So Jamie's dish didn't get a chance to get tasted. So she was flying solo. That's right. So
then
yeah,
they had to recook their dishes upstairs or something
in the
for the
big
judges.
kitchen, right? So Fabio went first, and his red snapper was pretty good, but the details were a little bit off. It didn't look exactly like
the bread
Eric.
was too thick or something.
But he didn't burn it, so that was a plus. Leah with her mahi, overcooked number 1, and her miso sauce, she didn't know how to incorporate it into the dish, so it didn't taste right. It tasted kind of
Okay, next up was Stefan with his lobster. It was almost exactly the same, except his sauce was thicker.
That's right. And, you know, he loved it because this is what he has been eating since he was a kid, practically. So, good for you, Stefan. Carla with her escolar. Very good. It was a little bit off, but it was one of the most difficult dishes to replicate. So, they gave her some brownie points for that. Hosea with his monkfish. Dude, you're a fish dude. It's overcooked.
Which we heard him say, like the whole episode.
Yeah.
I cook fish, blah, blah, blah.
I can really respect Eric Ripert because he cooks fish. Okay.
We didn't know that.
Jamie pulling up the rear with her black bass. The celery that went under it, the braised celery, she let it sit too long and it absorbed all of the salt. So it was way too salty.
Like, to the point where it was inedible.
Yeah.
But she served it.
I think Tom Colicchio said it was practically a salt lick.
Yeah.
So, Padma comes out. May I please see Fabio, Stefan, and Carla in the judges' room?
They were the top 3, and they were all great.
It was really tough to pick a winner for them. But if they had to, which they did, they picked Stefan.
Yay.
Congratulations, you crazy German. If you're even from Germany. He gets a copy of Eric Ripert's brand new cookbook on the line and gets to hang out at the Ritz-Carlton for an entire week.
I thought he was going to like a restaurant and then
3 restaurants.
Yeah.
I guess they're all in New York. And hang out at the Ritz-Carlton and then get on a freaking plane and fly with Eric Ripert to the Food and Wine... What is that? Festival? I think it's in Myrtle Beach, actually. Okay,
Pretty
so...
sweet.
That's like the dream trip of a lifetime.
Yeah.
The bottom. May I please see Hosea?
All right.
Leah.
So, Hosea.
And Jamie.
His fish was overcooked.
We know that. We
Yeah.
can't stress it enough. It was overcooked and you're a fish dude. It's a double insult. So, Leah, she didn't know how to make the miso sauce.
And she's a quitter. During
Yeah.
the Quickfire, she quit. Does she want to quit?
I want to be here, really.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jamie's celery was clearly oversalted. And when you oversalt or overpepper something on Top Chef, it's the kiss of death, pretty much. So, Padma would have sent it back if she could have, but it wasn't a real restaurant, so she couldn't. It wasn't appetizing to taste or to look at. So pack your knives and go.
Jamie was sent home.
That's
I
right.
was shocked.
I was too, because I totally thought it was going to be Hosea. All right, next week. Oh my God, tragedy. Mi amore, Fabio cuts himself.
No!
Yes!
It's going to be scary.
And bad. Till next week. Much
Much
love.
love.